Hello everybody, welcome to the ATL America's Amateur Playoff Finals between PsiX and Ris3n. I am your caster Snoopy, and I am joined by my co-caster none other than Salavanth.
How's everyone going? So yeah, the finals. After so many weeks, we have finally arrived.
Yep.
Ris3n and PsiX, both great teams, both pushed their way through the playoffs. And now both of them here, but only one will be victorious.
That's correct. We are going to be heading straight into the lobby, and the first map will be on none other than Lost and Found.
It will be Rebel, our Terran, versus Sun Tzu, a Zerg. On paper, Rebel seems to have the advantage, but just about anything can happen, and Sun Tzu tends to be a very aggressive player from what I've heard. So we'll have to find out. Rebel does have a slightly higher MMR than his opponent.
Yeah.
But it's only about 100 or so. Upsets can absolutely happen, especially in a best of one.
And the 100 MMR is not too big of a difference, so...
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Probably means you probably win about 4 games in 7. But, you know, and that means 3 out of 7 the other guy wins, and that could easily happen in one of these best of ones.
Yeah.
We'll just have to see how both sides go. How well they've prepared for the match. As we are loading on in. As we are loading on in.
Long load.
We do have like 8. We do have like 8 people in this lobby. It takes time. All right, here we go. In the bottom left, spawning for Psionic Aftermath. The initial player. The red Terran, it is Rebel.
And spawning at the top right, we have our blue Zerg player from Team Ris3n. It is Sun Tzu.
And Sun Tzu, living up to his reputation, immediately going for a 12 pull.
Oh boy. So you played Sun Tzu before, right? Plenty of times in the Sea Duckling or Master Swan.
Not a ton, actually. I just heard of it from my own team talking about his different play. Oh, and is he going for a gas as well? This is... No, I think it's just an extractor trick type of play.
Or it might be just
no
Roach.
way is he taking 2 gas.
It could be fast
you're
Roach,
right.
right?
A 12 pull. Roach, yeah, I'm used to doing it off the 14 pull version, but that's definitely what this is. This is a 1-base Ravager all-in. Oh my goodness. This is as all-in as you can get. There is no follow-up to this build. There is no queen with this build. You just straight up build as many Ravagers as you can, and you try and bust the Terran down and kill him.
Oh
So
boy.
game 1 is going to start off with a bang.
Yeah.
But Rebel is SCV scouting.
That is going to be huge.
For a very long time, Terrans thought, you know what, you just can't get away with not SCV scouting in this matchup, and this build was why. When it was created, probably about a year ago, but eventually Terrans got so good at holding this that they didn't even need the SCV scout anymore, and it fell out of the meta because people learned how to deal with it. But even so, being able to see this straight away is so crucial. It means Rebel can get those fast tanks up. It means he's already retreating his barracks and getting a bunker. He knows that he does not want that barracks to get corrosive piled. Let's see what he builds. He's building a marine instantly, and I'm guessing he's probably going to throw down a factory. Yes, he is.
There we go. By the way, thank you, Caveman, for the 25 bits.
Thank you very much. So yeah, Rebel is ready. But Sun Tzu's, this attack is still devastating from Sun Tzu, if done right.
Yeah. So basically, if Rebel holds, he pretty much wins the game. If Sun Tzu can do enough damage, then he could either be even or get ahead.
Yeah, the only way Sun Tzu transitions out of this game is if he kills half of Rebel's workers. Unless he does absolutely crippling economic damage, there's no transition out of this. Look at the worker count already. It is going to be 1 CC against 1 hatchery, but that's totally fine for Rebel. He doesn't want that second command center. He is getting a tech lab and a starport, so he's already going up to those tech units that he so desperately needs to fend off the Ravagers. A tank in the perfect position practically shuts this build down, but a tank in almost just slightly the wrong position can be biled down. And here it comes. The biles are already starting.
Alright,
and the SCVs are required to repair.
Yep. Rebel just needs to hold off for that. Either tank or Banshee.
Yeah, 2 SCVs already going down. But as you said, time is on his side. But this supply depot is going to go down.
Oh my god. Actually, staying alive.
Oh, good hold by Rebel so far. But no, it finally goes down. He needs to keep this bunker up at all costs. He's going for a Banshee. That is his tech of choice, not a tank. That's probably a good call. The Banshee is a clock on this build. It cannot be stopped. The Ravagers, unless there's a critical miss micro, will never kill it. And they kill Banshees pretty quickly. But they're already going up the ramp. There's 6 of them. 6 plus a good thing is enough to bring down a bunker, and it goes down. And the Ravagers are coming in, but the Banshee, will it be done in time?
It's halfway done.
Oh, I actually think that Sun Tzu might have done too much. The SCVs are being pulled, but there's going to be so much damage done to the economy of Rebel that he's going to be crippled. Look at his, look at the worker count. He's got nothing left. It doesn't matter that there's a Banshee. Rebel has broken through. Alright, Sun Tzu has broken through. All of these Ravagers are going to die, but I don't think that even matters. I think all of these workers are going to go down before the end.
Yeah.
And then Sun Tzu can just transition out of this. This is game.
Unfortunately, he scattered it, but wasn't able to defend it in time.
Yeah, I think the Banshee first might not have been the best choice. He needed another tech unit or so to hold off for long enough. But either way, Sun Tzu with an excellent first game will bring us into game number 2 pretty much straight away. Rebel's still staying in the game, but make no mistake, I don't see a way out for him here. Sun Tzu can easily transition out of this if he has an idea of how much damage he's done. Sun Tzu is getting queens up so that he won't be surprised by the Banshees, and there will not even be any cloak because the tech lab is down. Roach will go in just to see what's going on, see if the damage really is that much, and also bring the Banshees back home, forcing them to spend even less time doing what they want. And he sees the SCV count. and he will see that Sun Tzu can absolutely transition out of this.
Yeah, and also the tech lab on that starport did go down, so he's not gonna have cloak with these banshees, so he's not even gonna be able to do economic damage across the map.
That is right. Mules are good, but they're not that good. Sun Tzu is droning up again and getting a lair as the follow-up. I think it might be a Nidus play with as many queens as Sun Tzu can get. Queens to take out the banshees and roaches to take down everything else as the follow-up, which is a pretty good follow-up, I would say. He's already got that Overlord there, ready to pounce. Building a couple of spores. Building 3 spores, no less. He's prepared for the banshees, even a little over-prepared, perhaps.
Yeah, super.
But I wouldn't be surprised if he just went in with 3 or 4 queens with enough transfuse energy, and then that Nidus Worm would be all she wrote. Even getting link speed.
Nemesis, thank you for the 3-bit clover saying go PsiX. Unfortunately, I think it was a bit too late, that good luck clovers, because it doesn't look too good for Rebel here.
And Hydralisks. Alright, so here's something. Sun Tzu is not taking another base, which means if Rebel can actually hold this build somehow, he might actually have a chance.
Yeah, but that's a
Sun
big
Tzu could have
if.
taken a huge economic lead, but instead chose to try and end the game straight away. I believe this is a good move. I don't think this is going to fail, but if it does, Rebel doesn't take economic damage, Rebel actually is back into this game.
Yeah. Okay. So he did scout it, so that's gonna allow him to get enough time to at least prepare the defense.
He's getting more tanks. If he can spread out those tanks well enough, maybe get another bunker in his base, he might actually be able to hold this. Here comes the Nidus Worm already. There's very little to actually put in the Nidus Worm so far, but there are queens, and there's 3 queens, 3 roaches, and that's about it. The banshees are coming home, but they will be facing those queens, and those banshees are already pretty badly bruised. There is no stim. There are 2 tanks though. They could potentially leapfrog forward. He decides not to leapfrog forward. He's not going to go after the Nidus Worm itself. He's just going to try and defend with a tank. The tank starts to fire, and this is actually not a position that I think that Sun Tzu can break.
Yeah, I mean, what? I mean, is this gonna be the point where Sun Tzu actually kind of throws the game here?
I mean, it could be. Sun Tzu has not expanded, has chose to go for this as a sort of last-ditch effort. Well, not a last-ditch effort because he was doing so well, but a semi-all-in play. And Rebel now has almost equaled up the worker count.
Oh wow.
Rebel's just got his tanks in a great position. He's going to bring one up even further to start shelling away at those units. Bring it into the mineral line. Sun Tzu tries to move forward, but there's nothing he can do.
Yeah, I actually don't see him breaking this with these 2 tanks and bunker and even banshees.
No, I think he's going to try and find a space where the tanks are, but this is only one
Oh,
base. The
wow.
tanks are everywhere. The roaches and hydras come in to try and attack this tank. They're going to take so much damage, but the tank doesn't even go down. Everything for Sun Tzu is dead. And oh my goodness, how did he do that?
Oh my god, what a
From
comeback.
3 SCVs, Rebel comes back to take game number 1. Whoa. The Terrans of this clan just never die. First TBA and now this. But Sun Tzu is still not leaving the game.
Yeah, he said GG, but I think he's gonna try and somehow make a comeback with this, but I don't see how he can. He's 1 base versus 1 base.
He's sending slow hydras across the map. That's rarely a solution for success.
Indeed.
As you said, it's 1 base versus 1 base. Rebel was economically crippled. Taking an expansion would have worked. But now, it might be too late. Rebel has taken that time. Rebel has gotten those units back. And here's the most hilarious thing. Because Rebel had so few SCVs, he's not going to mine out as fast as Sun Tzu will.
Yeah, and he's even taking his 2nd CC, so that will be able to help him get further ahead as well.
No, it looks like Sun Tzu actually does have more minerals than Rebel, probably because of the mules. So Rebel will mine out faster. So he's going to need this command center up.
Yeah.
Oh, and the hydras aren't attacking the benches, they're attacking the rocks. So 3 hydras going to get sniped immediately, and a 4th probably because 1 hydra cannot take on 2 banshees. This is just getting worse and worse for Sun Tzu.
Yeah.
Oh, but he does keep it alive. The hydras.
Each
Another hydra goes down.
So important.
Some missed rallies there. Oh, but here come the rest of the Hydras. I think one Banshee is going to go down, the other one will be saved. 3 Hydras for a Banshee, not a bad trade. Not the trade that he would have wanted. Oh, that Overlord is going to deny that base yet still further for even longer. Sun Tzu doing everything he can to slow down Rebel, trying to go into a macro game. As Rebel moves to take his expansion 11 minutes into the game, and he will have it ahead of the Zerg. What is this game? How did we get here?
Oh man.
Sun Tzu finishing both Hydralisk upgrades on the one base. Well, we'll need to move that tank, I think. Yeah, that tank was in the way of the command center. And we will probably see an orbital shortly. And we have another Hydralisk attack, but I don't see this working at all. Look at that, there's a bunker going up, there's 2 tanks. These Hydras are not going to get anything done. Another Nidus could be a possibility.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like he's actually going for it. There's actually no detection or no overseer near the main base for a Nidus worm.
No, but there is an Overlord. You only need vision, you don't need an Overseer.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, but the Overlord looks like it's trying to creep up the 3rd instead of actually get vision for the Nidus worm.
Yeah.
And he's getting more queens. So I don't know. But he's getting +1 ranged attack. It looks like he does want to actually go into a macro-style game.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah, I still can't
Sun Tzu
believe
won the
this.
game, and then he lost the game, and now it's still going.
I think if he just expanded and just played it out, he would have actually kind of gotten ahead.
Oh yeah, absolutely, but I mean, can you blame him? I would have thought that would work.
Yeah.
But the Rebel just placed his tanks and such, perfectly used his buildings. Apparently, if a Terran has tanks on one base, he's just never going to die. Unless he got like mutas or something.
Yep.
Changeling gets destroyed before it even gets to turn into a Marine. Like, hey guys, I want to... Not listening to your lies, Changeling.
Yeah, now Rebel's gonna go ahead and get all those research, get the combat shield. Does he even have stim pack? Yeah, he has stim pack, so...
Yeah, he finished stim. So he's got stim, he's getting up combat shield. He's going to be up against a Roach Hydra force, it looks like. Or maybe just a Hydra force. Sun Tzu taking a 3rd base, but Rebel still has the economic advantage. He has more workers than Zerg, plus mules, so that's probably about 46 workers to 33. So Sun Tzu's going to have to go for another attack, and it's going to have to be soon. That or some sort of strange tech. Mutalisks, for instance, something that would catch him off guard. But here comes a double drop coming out of Rebel.
Oh, he thought...
But it is seen. Oh,
No, it was actually his own. He thought it was a changeling.
bit jumpy there is Rebel.
Yeah, he killed his own Marine there. I mean, you know, as a Protoss before, you seen a random Zealot and then you like think it's a changeling and then you find out it's actually a real Zealot.
Oh, yeah,
and you're like, ah.
The difference is that Zealots tend to be tanky enough that they can survive that accidental shot.
Yeah.
But yes, I've attacked my own Zealots many times. Like, why? What the hell, man? Armory coming up for Rebel as well as +1 armor, +1 weapons up for both sides. There is a lot of Hydras here at the 3rd base. If Rebel isn't careful, if he's not babysitting these medibacks, they could both die, but I think he might just drop over here, yeah. And these Hydras do a lot of damage, but without anything to tank for them, they're actually extremely vulnerable. But Rebel does not want to take that chance and chooses to just retreat instead.
Yeah, smart idea there. He was not, I don't think, gonna break that.
And an infestation pit coming out. I'm not sure if this is for a fast hive at 14.5 minutes, or if this is for swarm hosts. I no longer have any idea where the players are in this game, but I'm pretty sure Rebel's ahead. He's gonna go for a tank push.
Okay, does get
This
spotted by the
changeling
real changeling. Yeah, the real changeling this time. But he doesn't actually kill it this time, which is
The
odd.
real fake Marine, as opposed to that fake Marine.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And here comes the... That is so many Hydralisks, but it's like nothing else. These tanks, if the Hydras can get on top of the tanks, then this could be devastating, and it looks like they will, but they are going to have to retreat. Yeah, these tanks will just shred these Hydras, but these Hydras will shred everything else. There's really not a lot of middle ground, but Rebel is already here. He's going to lose this first tank pretty much immediately, but there's still 2 tanks left. They are going to be firing. Stin Marines coming forward. The tanks protecting from the back. Is this going to be enough? I think it is. All these Stin Marine, it's taking so much damage, but the Hydras are starting to go down, and it looks like actually Sun Tzu is going to hold this.
Wow. I think that's what Sun Tzu had the really nice concave there, was able to surround.
Yeah. and a bit of a flank. So Rebel is, I don't know if he's behind, but he was ahead before and he's not now.
Yeah. But I think the good thing for Rebel is that he actually took his third base during that attack, so he's not he's not completely out of it.
It's 3 bases to 3, and the economies are slightly ahead for Rebel still, on account of the mules. And he's going to go for a double drop, but there's a lot of Roach Hydra just posturing very aggressively on the map as that creep spread continues to spread towards the third base of the Terran. Somehow, with everything that has happened, this has turned into an almost normal game.
Almost.
Roach Hydra is not an ordinary composition, but everything else is pretty normal. It's a pretty normal game from Terran and a not too abnormal game from Zerg.
Yeah.
And this fourth base is going to get cancelled straight away.
Good to know.
But these Hydras are here, and the not going to go to the main base. Just going to say, you know what? We're just going to back out. We've taken out the fourth. That's good enough for now. Let's call it a day. That's a sensor tower big and scope for Rebel.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
I really like these Overlord spread with the creep. Gives Sun Tzu a lot of vision in this stuff.
It lets him know when Rebel wants to take expansions, and it also slows him down from doing so.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we have +2/+1 for the Zerg, +2 Carapace coming up. But Sun Tzu definitely needs to take a fourth base soon. Or maybe he doesn't. I don't know how this game works anymore. I thought with 3 SCVs, you didn't have enough money to build anything and you lost the game. But apparently I was wrong.
Oh, I think this third might actually get... Oh no, he actually does not
I would have liked to see him dive in on that little force, actually.
Yeah, me too.
I think that would have been a very good trade, but I guess he doesn't know where the main army was. He didn't know that it wasn't just like waiting just outside of scan range. Yeah, I think he could have taken out that fourth if he dived on it, but he probably doesn't want to take that chance. Hive on the way at 17.5 minutes.
Do you think it's going to be for Ultralisk or Broodlords or something else?
I'm thinking Ultras because there's no Spire on the way. Usually if you want to go Broodlords, you build the Hive and the Spire at the same time.
Oh yeah, that's true. Good point.
I don't really see him having the money for Broodlords, but I think a couple of Ultras could really help against this composition.
Yeah. Surprisingly,
+1 weapons.
Oh, go ahead.
+1 weapons for tanks, +2 armor for infantry. So both upgrades pretty much going at about the same rate. And there's a lot of drones not mining at the main base. They'll have to move to the fourth. What's it you were saying, Snoopy?
I was just saying, like, despite the early GG, I think Sun Tzu actually has done a nice job coming back and crawling back into this game.
Yeah, Rebel is ahead, but not by a ton. He's got a good army, he's got a slight economic lead. But this Roach Hydra does tend to scale a bit poorly throughout the game, but we need to see these tanks siege. But this concave is huge! Oh, Rebel, no! This is not what you want. These fortunately, these Hydras not completely focusing correctly, but at the same time, all of this is going to go down. Sun Tzu with an amazing defensive hold once again.
Wow.
That concave was amazing. It was like 270 degrees. It was everywhere. Sun Tzu doing everything he has to get into this, and now he's safe to get into his Hive tech.
There is a Hydralisk counterattack. Rebel needs to be careful here.
Both sides have just been devastated so much throughout this game, but somehow it has turned into normality. +3 weapons on the way for Sun Tzu. I'd like to see +3/+3 coming out of Rebel pretty shortly. He's scanning, trying to find out where the army is. The sensor tower does see a few Hydras heading his way. Bit of a miss rally there. Rebel can probably go over there and snipe those down. A couple of Hydras. The Hydras are going to just start taking out some of these SCVs before Rebel is able to recover and take them down. Meanwhile, there was a drop, I believe.
Yeah, it just got cleaned up.
Yeah, didn't do a ton of damage. And the fourth base attempt for Rebel can't be taken just yet on account of the creep there. So Rebel's going to move out again, getting a Ghost Academy. It looks like the Hive wasn't for Ultralisks or Broodlords. It was just for +3/+3 right now.
Ah, I see.
Will presumably go into his Hive tech when he can. Getting a fifth base, probably going to start saturating that fifth base and then go for Ultralisks or Broodlords. I'd say probably Broodlords because there's no melee upgrades for Though don't Broodlords also rely on that? But I guess Broodlords are more of like, they're better for their zoning, not for their absolute damage potential, so to speak.
I mean, both. I mean, Broodlord does do a lot of damage, I think, so.
Yeah.
Oh, but
it's a bit less reliant on upgrades. Oh, good flank coming out from both sides, but the tank spread is much better this time from Rebel, and that is the key difference. He's looking like both sides are so close, but it looks like he's going to win. He's going to lose on the north, but it looks like he's going to win on the south. But the Hydras are collapsing, but they're going to take a terrible... It's going to be a terrible toll to wipe out this group. But again, it's a pretty even trade.
Yeah, but I think Rebel kind of got a bit of an edge because he did take down that third base.
Yeah, that's true. It is now 4 bases to 4. Oh, it's about to be 4 bases to 4 as soon as this lands. Rebel still has a supply lead. He's lost the worker advantage, but at the same time, I'd say his workers are probably mining a little more efficiently on all of his 5 bases for.
Oh, but
no, there is only 4 bases for Sun Tzu.
Yes, Sun Tzu just moving. He's not even moving, and that he loses a bit of army there. So Rebel.
Oh, that's what happened to the supplies. Jeez.
Yeah. All of a sudden, Rebel's enjoying a 145 to 120 supply lead here.
Yeah. 30 supply up as a Terran. That's a good place to be. He has lost the economic lead for the first time in this game, really. But even so, he's going to move across, and this could be a pretty devastating attack. Although I've said this about 6 times this game. So I no longer know. I think these two are destined to just keep on playing forever until every mineral's mined out.
Yeah, but look
neither side seems able to kill the other no matter what.
But look at the army supply. I think Rebels might potentially just have this game just with this attack.
He's looking good, and this time the army is not in position for Sun Tzu.
And that will allow the tanks to get sieged up before the army can engage here. But he needs to
Sun Tzu is bound to have a good engagement. He always does, but this base might die before. Actually, both the tanks are protected on both sides this time, and a lot of these Hydras are going down, and it looks like Rebel actually has enough. Rebel is pushing through. All of Sun Tzu's army is getting wiped out, and it looks like Rebel has finally done it after going into 3 SCVs at the start of the game. A 23-minute long game.
Wow.
And Rebel looks like he's finally going to take this. Sun Tzu said he'd give it a good college try. I don't think anyone can fault him for that now, considering how close he came to winning this game.
Yeah, for sure. And by the way, guys, this is just game 1.
Oh my goodness. Sun Tzu trying to attack, trying to push in, pulling the drones. But there's 3 tanks and they still stand strong, and they're just going to kill everything. The medivac cloud is preventing any of this bio from dying. GG, says Sun Tzu. And we'll go on to game number 2. Wow.
Damn. Well done, Rebel. Recap.
Rebel lost the game but refused to leave. Sun Tzu lost the game but refused to leave. We went on to a 4 base versus 5 base macro game that looked like it could have gone either way.
And Sun Tzu actually looked like he was actually going to turn that game around with 2 good battle engagements. With the Concave and with the Hydralisk. That's beautiful.
He played extremely well.
Yeah, but
if you look at the army value graph, it was actually very even right up until the very end.
Oh, actually, let me go ahead and take a look at that.
All the fights were pretty even on both sides, except that very last one.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, actually, really back and forth in terms of the graph.
The workers active graph is definitely the funniest one. Drops like a stone for Rebel before continuously climbing back up. And so I guess we're going to go on to game number 2.
Yep, and PsiX is going into game 2 with a 1-0 lead. This is a best of 5, so first team to get to 3 wins will win the finals here. And the second map will be on Dreamcatcher.
And it will be a TVP, TBA versus Stickspender.
Just waiting for them to create the lobby here, and then we shall get going soon.
I still can't believe that. This ATL has produced so many good games.
I know. It has been really crazy. I mean, if we look at just basically both teams in the regular season, both teams actually end up at 4th in the standings in their respective groups, with a 5-3 record. So for both teams who were placed in 4th place, by the way, there's only 4 teams for each group that advances to the playoffs, by the way. So last, we're basically, we were last in our group. Ris3n was last in their group, and we somehow we end up into the finals here, battling out for the championship.
Well, it's pretty fitting for our names, isn't it? Psionic Aftermath and Rise from the Ashes.
Ah, yeah.
Both of us indicating, it doesn't, it's always what happens after. It's never over until the end. So,
okay, let's see what's going on here.
Let's take a look at Stickspender. Oh, we're out of time. 45-55 MMR, so decent MMR, but TBA again has the advantage on paper. But if you looked at that game we just saw before, it was so wild that anything could happen.
Yeah.
It is a TVP on Dreamcatcher, so it should be an edge for TBA, especially since TBA is pretty good at that multitasking type of play. I should know. I've played against him many times. I've never won a macro game against him. The one macro game I've ever won against TBA was when he went for a fast push, and I held it really well, and I basically had a huge advantage for the rest of the game.
Ah, I see. I mean, yeah.
Whenever we enter the mid game on even footing, he just crushes me.
Yeah, he's a pretty good player.
He absolutely is.
Nemesis saying in the chat, the lucky clovers worked. So I guess I was wrong. I apologize.
Apparently they did. 4-leaf clover, one for every SCV Rebel had at the time.
Yeah.
Jeez, I thought we couldn't see a better comeback than TBA's last game, and then we got I don't know, like, it's hard to tell which one's better because they're both so different, but let's just agree both are amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
Rebel with the more clawing back, plus Sun Tzu's choice to try and end the game immediately with 1-base Hydras versus TBA's just one incredible fight that brought the game back from dead to even in one fell swoop.
Yeah, if you guys haven't checked that out yet, TBA's big comeback, it was in our semifinals, and the VOD is up in the Psionic Aftermath YouTube channel, so you can check out the VOD there.
Someone link the clip.
All right, Dreamcatcher.
In the top left, representing Rise from the Ashes, down 1 game, but they do rise from the ashes, and they are not done rising just yet. It is the Red Protoss. It is Stickspender.
And at the 5 o'clock position, he is the blue Terran player for Psionic Aftermath. It is TBA.
Interesting pylon position. Looks like he wants to do a bit of a wall off against Reapers. Does Stickspender. Sending out a very fast scout. I'm not sure if this is an aggressive scout or just a defensive scout. Probably a defensive one to see if TBA is proxying or not. But TBA doesn't do that much.
Mm-hmm. By the way, oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think he only cheesed like once in a best of 7 I played against him.
Oh, so I guess not really much of a cheesy player.
Yeah. What were you saying before?
Oh, I was going to just mention, I do, because you were mentioning his pylon placement there. I do like it because, first of all, it actually blocks the Reaper from coming in. And also, you can actually place a shield battery at the bottom, so you don't need to make your second pylon at the natural. You can make it inside the base, which is pretty nice.
So it is also good to have that second pylon at the natural just to help wall off against Hellion run bys.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Stickspender is going for a gas steal, though that's a lot less effective than it would be against a proxy. But it will slow TBA down a little bit. Give TBA some information. Give Stickspender some information. And we do see a Cybernetics core to complete that wall off. And TBA is going to try and harass this Nexus from going down. It's actually a very late Nexus. It's a Cybercore first. So I guess he might be trying to go for some early, I would say, Adept harass, but I don't know if that's going to be done in time. Nexus does finally go down. Good harass by TBA all in all. He's going to get a bit more of a scout off. But that looks like that SCV is going to go down in the end. Oh, no, it actually survives.
Oh,
but we'll get it. And Stalker first. out of Stick Spender instead of an Adept. That's an interesting choice. Stick Spender actually slightly supply blocked. Worst feeling in the world is a Protoss when you Chrono Boost something that isn't building.
Yeah.
It was
Protoss
even worse
problems.
back when it was like 100% for 10 seconds. It's like, oh no. And the Reaper will come in, and there will be no Stalker out to finish it off just yet, so it might get a probe or two. TBA has pretty good Reaper control. Is going to go after this weakened probe pretty mercilessly. It is going to retreat, but there is no winner from the Reaper. That didn't seem like a great move. I really thought that was going to get stuck, but he gets it. Gets a probe, gets out. Stalker comes out. And TBA
also
gets that probe.
prevented some pros from mining, so that all in all, I think that was pretty nice.
Yeah, very good Reaper. And got the Scout off. Well, I didn't actually see what the tech of choice was, but it will be a Twilight Council from Stick Spender. Stick Spender going to go straight into Blink. A pretty good choice on a map like this. Meanwhile, TVA still has not gotten rid of this gas at his main base. He will need to get rid of that pretty shortly if he wants to continue to take gas, continue to tech up.
I guess he could also take the gas at the natural, right?
Yeah, well, he's going for a 3-Rex play, probably maybe as a response to this gas being taken. So he's going to have a lot of units, and it's not going to cost him a lot of gas to do it. And even going to have +1, so he's going to have a pretty devastating force. And a Dark Shrine.
There's a Dark Shrine here.
Wow.
And it's going to get scouted by the Reaper.
Yes, it is. TBA sees it. And he even has an engineering bay already done, so he's just going to build turrets. And suddenly TBA's in a pretty great position. He's going to have enough units to fend this off, that's for sure. And Stick Spender's like, alright, I'm going to have to get Blink. Does finally lose the Reaper, but that Reaper is paid for itself many times over. First by that one probe it got, and the mining time, and second by scouting the Dark Shrine.
Yeah, he's even got the turrets already up in the natural, as well as the main is about to be finished.
Yeah. And I'm sure he's going to be saving some scans. And he is finally going to take out this gas at his main base. Now that he knows the tech of Stick Spender.
This gas overstayed his welcome here.
Stick Spender looks like he's not going to cancel the Dark Shrine. He's just going to keep it around. May try and see what damage he can get done, but I don't think he's going to get anything done with his initial DTs. Might be waiting for a backstab to try and get them once TBA moves out. TBA is going to be 3-Rexing. He does want to have every unit he can at the front. Still no third base for Stick Spender either. Going for a very heavy tech opening off one base, like with the DTs and the Robo and the Twilight Council. Off 2 bases, sorry, not 1 base, of course. And yeah, it looks like the backstab is exactly what he's waiting for, but another set of Marines comes by, and that will be plenty to defend off these Dark Templar with this missile turret there. So, overall, very good from TBA. And Blink! DT Blink is coming out. We're going to have double Blink. We're going to be blinking everywhere. But is this just too fancy? Look at the units. There's almost no units. And he's moving out, and he's just going to move and attack these Zealots and just bring them down before they can get to the shield battery. I think Fancy Play Syndrome might have played an impact here. He's just going to take up this pylon. If he has a scan, he can take up this DT, which he will. And it's just going to be a case of, oh, you're going to do all this weird stuff. I'm just going to go kill you, as Day 9 said to do. And the scan runs out. He goes for another scan. He's going to try and take out this Dark Templar. There's very few units left. He's actually going to hold, it looks like, but he's going to lose so much. He's probably going to lose all of these Stalkers, I think, or at least many of these probes. 7 probes already going down. And overall, I think it was a good attack from TVA.
Yeah, the thing about when you go DTs, you don't really have a lot of the defense or a lot of army to defend against the Stim, Marine, and Marauder. So really good damage there by TBA. However,
DT drop coming in.
Oh, there we go. And TBA spots it.
And he does. Oh no, he does have the scan. One of the DTs will be saved and will survive. But that missile turret's there. That's not where you want the DT to be, and it's going to die too. And overall, these DTs have gotten nothing done for TBA, for Stick Spender. TBA is up 15 supply. He's got an upgrade advantage. Charge is coming down for Stick Spender as Stick Spender finally takes a 3rd base.
Yeah, but that DT
so TBA
blink,
in a pretty good position.
That DT blink is about to be done. We'll see how
it is about to be done.
Yeah, we'll see how that could be utilized here.
TBA, Stick Spender has 2 Stalkers, 2 Zealots, and a Warp Prism to his name right now. That is his entire army.
Yeah.
So I think TBA is going to go out for a secondary attack, maybe with 1-1, and try and hit this 3rd, and I think it's going to hit very, very hard. Though he's going to need to leave a fair few units behind, and there is going to be charge lots with this. So maybe Stick Spender can hold the next attack. TBA is moving his army out, getting ready with that third base. Got a missile turret in position, but not one over here. Needs a lot more missile turrets than that if you want to protect Dreamcatcher. But no warp-ins actually just yet, and TBA's wisely splitting up his forces to be prepared for a warp-in at either location. That's something I've never quite gotten the hang of. I've pulled it off a couple of times, and when I have, I feel like a god. But, okay, so this missile turret is there. The Dark Templar are not going to go after it. They are just going to be fended off. They will not get killed. But, again, TBA's just defense. This defense is incredible. He's just ready everywhere.
He has not suffered any damage from those CTs so far.
Sixbender, on the other hand, is going up to 4 gates. Is starting to get immortals. Charge is finishing, so he's building up his own tech. It's not entirely the TBA show over here, and we do appear to be having some latency issues from someone. But no one disconnects. And TBA is going to move up with an army, but this bio is actually pretty bruised, and there's actually a lot of charge lots and such here. I don't think this is going to get anything done.
Yeah, but there is a DT counterattack while this is happening. I think
but there are units already in position to defend it.
Yep. Oh, does blink
the
it.
DT blink. It pays for itself. It saves at least one DT. It's paid for itself.
Oh, but
and here comes the unit. Oh, there's actually so many units here, but the DTs get turned into an Archon, very nice, but all the charge lots are down. He's warping in more charges. He's going to try and take out this Immortal. The shield battery is making them so tanky, though. Actually, this is actually a really good defense from Sixbender, and he's actually gotten ahead with that defense. He's still lost a lot more than TBA has over the course of the game, but with that particular attack, he was ahead. And the blink goes in yet again. Sixbender is trying to harass and harangue the Protoss the Terran at all sides, and now it has enough of an army with these charge lots that TBA has to turn around and go back home, or try and drop somewhere else.
Yeah, now I think it's pretty much an even game so far.
Yeah, pretty action-packed on both sides. Both sides building up their economies, their upgrades. TBA actually has a 1-1 upgrade advantage. Both sides just doing a lot of little harass, a lot of little attacks, but neither side able to kill each other. Both sides being very resilient.
Yep, and now Stickbender is transitioning into double Robo. I think maybe Colossus or maybe Disruptor.
Well, it would have to be one of the two because the Robo Bay is going down as well.
Yep.
We'll have to see.
And that DT harass, though, is coming in here.
Yep. But there are units to defend. There are a few Marauders. The blink happens yet again. I think this is going to be Disruptors because I don't see, with this upgrade disadvantage, I think Disruptors would be better than Colossi. We'll have to see. Sixbender might not feel comfortable controlling that kind of force. Fourth base still not up for Sixbender, and it won't go up for a little bit. And we are going to see, this could be a good connection on the charge lots, and it is. There's actually very few charge lots. Oh no, some more come in.
Oh, he's going to drop into the main, though.
Yeah, he is. He's going to see the tech, and a lot of these very vulnerable pylons could go down. Oh, the stim goes in from TBA, and this army is actually going to get pretty much wrecked. But it is going to delay the rest of the army, and the ramp. TBA controls the ramp, so he's able to get a very good trade as he moves forward. Takes out the Archon. A couple of DTs again, wrecking havoc, and actually going to take out a lot of this. And again, Sixbender seems to be doing all right.
Oh, might actually get this Warp Prism. Oh, actually just bypasses the Widowmine there, just barely. And oh wow, we have Sixbender getting a 4th base at the gold base here.
Yeah, and is going for Colossi as the tech of choice while taking 2-2. But 2-2 is already almost done for TBA, and TBA has the Liberators on the way.
Oh my god, this Stim Marine will catch the Warp Prism.
Oh, it is going to go down, and that's a huge pick-off for TBA, but TBA needs to find this gold base fairly soon.
Yeah, he has no idea this is here at the gold.
He's probably going to suspect something pretty soon. So you haven't even tried to take this 4th base again. What's going on here? There he goes, he scans it.
Oh wow, what a money scan.
Sense.
Money scan there.
How did he do it? How did he know? He's just that good. He is just that good.
Oh, you know what? He has the Widowmine at the Protoss 4th. That's why I think he scanned it.
That's what I was saying. That's why I said Protoss is not even trying to take the 4th. That's got to be suspicious. I just didn't expect he'd realize it this fast and scan the correct location immediately.
And just right
a lot of these Widowmines are here. Oh, these charge lots could get really badly hurt from these Widowmines. Liberators are going to go up. There's no way Protoss can contest this position, and he's knocked back down to 3 bases.
Wow, that's a good denial there by TBA, but he's got to be careful. These Colossus.
Yeah, the Colossi and Liberators are both kind of trump cards for both armies in that they are just going to destroy... But actually, he's moving forward. The kill comes in, but I think one Colossus is going to go down. Yes, it does. And, oh, wow, and TBA is just going to continue to move forward. There's only one Colossus left.
He's going
But it is protected by shield batteries. The charges are starting to go down. It's a Marauder-heavy army, but there's two Colossi now, and he's going to have to back away. These Immortals are doing so much damage. They are going to go down, but I don't think this is going to be a finishing blow. But even so, it's a good trade from TBA, and TBA retreats. And now these Liberators choose to go home. They're just going to wait for another pack that might go for a 3-3 attack, because 3-3 is on the way. 2-2 nearly done from Sticksbender. But Sticksbender, again, still on 3 bases. The Natural is barely mining. The Main is barely mining. They're both on half minerals. It's only one healthy base. So it's basically like... it's only one healthy base for both sides, actually. But this 4th base is actually about to land for TBA.
Yeah, I mean...
TBA is making more and more command centers, preparing for a later game, as a Stargate and +1 weapons comes up for Sticksbender. So Sticksbender is also preparing for the later game, preparing to go into Tempests against these Liberators.
I think he saw all those Liberators, and he's now gonna go ahead and try to prepare to get those Tempests to counterattack that.
Thinking, alright, I cannot beat this. I am just going to have to play a long game. But it is, economically, the advantage is all TBA. So we'll have to see how that goes. And there aren't any Tempests out yet, and we do have a bunch of Liberators. The army is out of position for Sticksbender, and the Liberators in a great position, but the army is just going to go round. TBA sees this though. He's got a lot of Widow Mines. He's got a lot of Liberators. This is a position you cannot break.
Yeah.
And he's just going to try and snipe this base and get out, I think. No, he's gonna fight. He's moving up these Liberators.
He will take down.
No, he does just snipe out the 3rd base. It is now 2 bases. The Sticksbender, that is the one healthy base he had, and it's just been taken down. Sticksbender is pushing forward, but so are the Liberators, but there's not really much bio left, and I think a retreat might be in order, but both of these gateways are going to go down, because this is a no man's land that Sticksbender cannot move into. TBA is just going to get as much damage with this force as he can before he retreats. And he scans the 4th base again, sees that there's nothing there. Alright, fine. And TBA is just getting more and more ahead economically.
Yeah, and he's actually going to go ahead and try to go for this Protoss base that just finished.
Sticksbender is so desperate for Liberator defense, he's getting a Void Ray.
Well, I guess he can't afford the Fleet Beacon yet.
Well,
now
he's
he
got
does.
the Fleet Beacon on the way. Oh! Beautiful move, splitting the army in half, but can he capitalize on that? I don't think he can. These Liberators in such a good position. As TBA is just going to break down these rocks. Oh, that was a great idea. That was a fantastic attempt.
Yeah.
But TBA just has so much right now. And I think TBA might be about to move forward and cinch this game. Look at the supply advantage he has. The Liberators are moving forward. This is the stuff of Protoss nightmares right now. The Liberators moving forward, and there's nothing you can do about it. As the Stalkers are going down one by one, and he's even going to push into the Natural. Sticksbender can't push into this. Oh, he's going to move up with these Colossi. That's a good idea. He's only going to be in the range of like 1 or 2 Liberators doing that, so TBA has to back out for now. But more and more units are going to be coming across. An attack at the Planetary Fortress fails. Probably a DT because there's a missile turret there blocking it. And again, TBA is just going to continue to move forward. He's even sieging up against that Natural base, and this 4th base is just going to be completely forfeit because there's no way that army's trapped up there now.
Yeah.
He's trying to recall to the 4th base. But now, all TBA needs to do is to cycle around to the Natural again.
Yeah, just play Ring Around the Rosie here.
Exactly. A bit of I thought there was a bit of mispositioning on those Liberators, but he recovers from that. Scan goes down. Oh, he's actually moving forward with some of his bio. That's not exactly a great decision, but the Robo units are moving forward as well. And these Liberators are just going to destroy all these Colossi. I think that's it. TBA with double the supply of Sticksbender. Everything is going to go down, and that's it. TBA is going to take this game. The Tempests do nothing.
They basically tickle these Marines here.
Yeah. My eyes. The Tempests do nothing. And this base is going to go down. Sticksbender is down to 50 supply. It is 111 army supply to 15. And, well, I think we both know enough maths, even on stream, to know that that's not very good for the Protoss player. DTs are continuing to wreak some havoc, but the scans will go down. Oh, Blink goes down yet again. It's actually a very useful upgrade, but I just don't see it winning the game here. All of these probes fighting with Liberators and Widow Mines, and they're going to go down too. And another 4 Liberators fresh into the fight. Libs are pretty good. GG. Very wise. This very wise statement from Sticksbender. Libs are pretty good.
Yeah.
And TBA is pretty good with them.
Just the DTs, the blink DTs just weren't good enough.
And I will be up next, so I'm just going to BRB for 2 minutes.
Alright, good luck, man.
Thanks. I will head out of Discord and I will rejoin you after this game.
Alright, cool. Alright. Salavanth is going to be our third player, so I will be solo casting this. PsiX again is up 2-0, so only 1 win away from winning this finals. It is so close for Psionic Aftermath, but Ris3n is a good team. They can definitely turn this around. We'll see if they will be able to. But they will have to win 2 straight in order to force it into the ace match. And the third game will be played on, let's see what map. It will be played on Blue Shift. So it's going to be a pretty good match because I think Blue Shift, one of those maps where I mean they do have the 2 watchtowers onto the side, so you know both players let's see if they can make use of that to get as much vision. But we, you know, there's definitely a chance that Kota could go mech because actually Blue Shift is a pretty good mech map there, so we'll see if he goes for mech. But anyhow, thank you guys for tuning in. 23 viewers in the stream so far, so appreciate all the support and love as we head into our third game here. By the way, I gotta give Stickbender some credit because you do not see blink DTs every day. Like you rarely see that happen. So you know, pretty creative on Stickbender's side, but TBA proving to be the superior player for today in that game. And here we go. As soon as the lobby gets started, we shall get into the game. Let's see what's happening in the chat so far. Great to see a good amount of PsiX members here cheering on the team. Oh, Nemesis with the 3-bit clover saying go PsiX. Hey, those 3 clovers actually worked in game 1. That game 1 was crazy. I actually thought it was gonna go in favor of Ris3n there in the first game, but those 3 leaf clovers really helped. Caveman with another 4-bit chair saying go get him, Sal, cheering on Salavanth here. We'll see if he can bring it home. TBA want me to co-cast. Alright, maybe we will see TBA joining the cast if he reads the message in time. We'll see. But if not, then we'll just go ahead and cast this game 3. Oh, actually, yeah. Oh, hey, TBA. Welcome.
Heyo. Thank you.
Great game for that last game.
After I scouted the T shrine, I felt really, really good. From that on, it was just playing it down.
Ah, I see. Yeah, that scout on that DT shrine was huge. So, yeah, that
Yeah,
was
but I already had my safety turret up either way.
yeah, that's true. All right, we're about to head into this third game here.
Oh, that was fast.
Yep.
Okay, WCS game hard, everything good, everything nice. Okay. So, do you want to do the introductions?
We could take turns.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll start off first. I mean, I guess you can start off first, actually.
Okay, I'll start first.
Thank you, Zarek, for the 5-bit clover. Saying let's go, Sal. So cheering on Salavant here. Thank you for the support. And definitely Salavant will definitely need all the support that he can get, all your energy, because Koda is actually a pretty good player. But anyhow, let's go ahead and introduce. Oh.
What?
Oh, okay. I see. Basically, Salavant,
yeah.
he's from Australia, so we need to set it to US West. So I think the game started on the wrong server. So yeah, gotta change it to US West and then remake the game here.
Seems like they have to start the map with the players first, where they have both set it to west.
Yeah.
And after that, actually, I had my game set to west for that last one. But
oh.
Nothing. Yeah, it's still okay. It's 157 ping. Still okay.
Man, I can't. I just can't play with ping. It's like the most infuriating thing for me.
To be honest, I found out that ping only, for me, gets noticeable at 180 plus. Everything below is totally fine, but 180 plus, really, 200, around 200, it really you start to feel the feels like a rubber band, and 250 plus is just unbearable. It's like a delay,
Yeah.
like a solid delay. But 180, below 180, never had problems.
Oh, nice.
Huh?
Oh, looks like we're gonna have to remake the party here, so
yeah.
By the way, we had a recent friendly clan war against Ris3n in which Koda did play. He managed to take out the Rebel, who actually played earlier in this match, as well as a 5K player of ours. So he's definitely a tough player to beat.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see if Salavant can kind of come up with a game plan or strategy to take him down. But again, this is a best of 5, so PsiX is currently up 2-0, 1 win away from claiming the championship, while Ris3n needs to do a reverse all kill if they want to come back and claim the championship.
So the lobby is slowly setting up.
Yep, we got some newbie lobby makers or something, because this should not take this long. Alright, there we go.
So blue shift. Did you know that blue shift on the natural is actually not standard for map makers, because the natural requires an additional space to be fully walled up off compared to normal naturals.
Yeah, I actually noticed that. Like, I think you need like 3 or 4 buildings to wall it off or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just weird. Yeah.
And normally you need 2 supply depots and 1 command center if you want, for example, a macro game to wall it off. But on this map you need 3 supply depots, the command center to wall it off.
Yeah.
And for example, on Fracture you only need 1 supply depot and the command center to wall it off. That's also pretty funny.
Oh. I mean, maybe in the future Blizzard decides, hopefully, to fix that. Because that kind of opens up to a lot of cheeses, right? Early game cheeses. Because it's like easier to bust down the wall or something. At least for Zerg, I think. Alright, looks like most of the players are here. We just need to get Salivant into the game here. Alright, there we go.
So MMR-wise, Coda is their strongest player they put to the field, as far as I know.
Yep. Look, that looks to be correct. So Salivant does have a tough match here. Alright, looks like the players are ready here. Just getting confirmation about if the casters are ready. I think once Gravity says he's ready, then we shall start. Sorry for the bit of a delay here as we're trying to get the correct server so that both players plays on the best server between them. Alright, countdown has begun.
Yeah. Okay, then I will start with the first. Oh, Kodak got one of the Twitch drops. I wanted that Marauder banner too. Unfortunately, I didn't get it. I'm a little bit jelly here, gotta be honest. So, in the top right corner, playing as the Blue Terran for team. Here it's Ris3n, but I think it's actually Flame something, right?
I just say Ris3n. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's Coda.
And spawning at the bottom left, we have the red protons from Psionic Aftermath looking to close out this series. It is Salivant.
Nice. Okay, we have a guess first going down for the Terran, but no SCV out on the map. That means we have some kind of standard game ahead of us for now.
Yeah, but Salivant gonna go for the Pylon Expo because recently the meta has been proxy for Terrans. So gonna go ahead and get the early scout and see if there's any shenanigans happening.
Coda though with the 16 SCV scout. The safe scout considered when you do a macro build is normally the 17 SCV scout. So seeing the 16, he really wants to make sure that no shenanigans from Sal are happening. So let's see what's happening here.
Yeah. Oh, we actually have 2 gas going down for Salivant. So he's actually not gonna open up for the gate gas into Expo. He's gonna go ahead and go for some type of one base opening.
So here the early scout actually works out for Coda since he will be scouting this. And now he goes in for a second time and will see the lack of a second pylon. The lack of a second pylon, when the Terran scouts this, it usually means he's proxying somewhere.
Yeah, actually, yes, Salivant is proxying a pylon right at the top around the 12 o'clock position. But Coda does, again, like you said, scout this, so he will go instead into a factory instead of a CC.
The probe tries to deny it a little bit because 1-1-1 is very good against one-base shenanigans in general. It's the it's what you should go for as a Terran to try to defend one base all ins, and it's gonna be the double robo proxy.
Yeah.
You know what it means?
What does it mean,
It means
TBA?
double immortal.
Yep. Double
My
mortar
friend.
with the warp prism. And it's gonna come down to micro, but again, Coda I think is with that early scout is set up to being a good defense. Oh, actually he's throwing down a CC here, so he is gonna rely on the
His
bunker.
his second guess is late, and going for a command center is very risky at this stage of the game.
Yeah. That might be a mistake getting the late second gas here.
Well, he definitely needs a starport. With all he's going for. Just the barracks and the factory won't be enough. There's the starport going down, but like I said, everything's a little bit delayed for him. So
Yes.
let's see how this works out.
So Salavan is going to have a timing window where he can actually get stuff done with the War Prism Immortal drop before that Viking comes out. Once the Viking comes out, it's going to be really difficult for him to micro the War Prism.
So 2 immortals are out. They are proxied a little bit far away, so the Warp Prism is really important. This double robo from Cell.
Yeah, and the starport just finished in time, but the Immortal War Prism is about to commence here.
Coda saw the Warp Prism, but that won't be enough. The 2 immortals are loaded out. They are trying to focus the Cyclone, but nice
he
Warp
does.
Prism micro. Yeah, the Cyclone goes down. The Marines are no threat for those immortals. The Viking is still not done. Coda is trying to produce a tank, but the tank takes a lot of time, and unsieged, it's not really good. So Viking drives away the Warp Prism, at least tries to. 1 immortal still in the main base, and yeah, the Warp Prism goes down, but oh, those immortals could get surrounded by the SCVs. Only 2 SCVs are now going down. 4. Let's see how many are going down, because this will be crucial for the follow-up attack.
Yeah, oh my god, so many SCVs in red life here. 8 SCV. I don't know, is that enough, you think?
Losing 3 immortals and the Warp Prism was a heavy blow for Cell.
Oh,
I'm not.
okay.
The thing is, Coda defended it with the second command center. And this will be an orbital command in a few seconds, and that means double meal production. So actually he has the tools to keep on here.
Yep, it looks like Salvant is going to be committed though. He's going to continually make Immortals, trying to go ahead and bust this despite the lack of a War Prism. Oh, there he goes. He made another War Prism.
Sal did that build versus me on Volticus League once, and when I defended it the first time also, he doubled down and really made nothing but immortals on one base and was hoping for me to go out of my main base, which I did, and that was a very crucial mistake, so I could be that he's banking on Coda doing the same, but let's see what happens here.
Alright, he did make the Stalker, so that will help in terms of deflecting these Vikings here. And here we go. The War Prism is out. The Immortals heading towards the front here. Let's see if he can break this.
Oh, 4 immortals can wreck any building in no time. That tank though. Please, micro that immortal. Yeah, the War Prism, come on. I really don't know going frontal into that.
Oh, but he did get the tank.
Yeah, and the Vikings, so now he can actually use the War Prism to micro his heart out.
Yeah, and the third Immortal, this might actually be, yeah, actually he's a 52 to 38 supply. So this might actually work here. And he
The
did.
Liberator is trying to siege the high ground, but this doesn't help with a War Prism. The Marines are being focus fired down. The Widowmine is
nice.
dealing only AoE. The Liberator can't siege fast enough with the Immortals just going out of the circle. And there are basically no units left, Coda.
Yeah, Salivant actually took the tech lab of the factory earlier, so he's actually was not able to make more tanks. Instead, he had to make Widow Mines instead, which doesn't really help much against this play. And Salvant...
And there go two out of 3 production facilities are down. 1 Widow Mine goes out, but that's no unit
GG.
production. Nice.
Oh wow, Salvant takes the 3rd win for Psionic Aftermath, which means Psionic Aftermath is your Season 12 ATL America's Amateur Champion. Hey, welcome back, Salvant.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much. Are we playing on a delay with this stream?
Yeah. But you could just
I'll say nothing.
Yeah, don't. I mean, you could still talk because by the time they will see this in the stream, it'll be past 2 minutes. But
Oh, right, of course.
well done, my friend.
Thank you very much. We did it, guys.
Yes,
We did it.
We did it. Wow! Congrats to everybody who played for us in PsiX throughout the whole season. This is the last team league, by the way, that we can that PsiX could win for 2018, because all the other team leagues are pretty much not gonna finish before 2018. So really nice way to go out with a bang.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Also, thank you to Baxter, our team captain, who has led us throughout the whole season. Congrats on your win. He's actually like 2 for 2 in team leagues because he led the PTL.
Yeah, he's done really well. He's a very good captain as well. He cares a lot about his players. He helps them out.
Yeah,
he's definitely fantastic.
For sure.
There were some issues early on in ATL Americas, but he was able to sort them out really well. And I came back for the playoffs and at his request, and things turned out really great. So thanks a ton to Baxter for doing all of this for PsiX.
Yeah, indeed. All right, guys.
If he's in any more team leagues, I'd be happy to be a player under him.
Oh yeah. He will be leading the. He'll be switching to the ATL Euro Amateur Team League next season. So. Yeah.
Well, I won't be playing that because, like I said, I lose to D2s on Europe because of the ping.
Yeah. Alrighty, I guess this wraps it up. Do you guys have any last words before we finish this up?
It was a pleasure to be part of this team.
So?
Glad to have you, TBA. Oh, we've definitely got more events coming up soon.
Oh, yeah.
We've got some pretty big ones, actually. We've got the Solstice series in a couple of weeks, which is a 1v1 tournament in 2 weeks and a 2v2 tournament in 3 weeks, each with like $100 prize pools. We've got the PsiX Pro Series. We've got Paco Mike versus Terran on the 8th. We've got the 8th of December. Let's look at some more.
I believe
some events that are closer.
Yeah.
We've got the MVP Cup next week at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, which is going to have some of the best players that PsiX has to offer. We're probably going to see Starkiller, Light, Paco Mike, some really strong players. We've got Light versus Ryosis on that same day, a couple of hours before the MVP Cup. It's a bit of a warm-up, but it's not quite a warm-up because it's going to be one hell of a match as well. Going to be a best of 9 for a $50 prize pool. 80% to the winner, 20% to the loser. Both sides really want to win, and both sides definitely think they can. We've got a whole bunch of events coming up.
Yeah.
So watch this space.
Also, I think we have the PsiX Pro Series tomorrow, I think, between Kelazar and Clem.
Oh, wow, that is tomorrow. Yes, at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have probably our highest pedigree PsiX Pro Series ever. Cham versus Kelazar, both professional gamers, and they will be having a best of 9 ZVT on the European server for our amusement.
Yeah, so tune in for that. Anyhow, this wraps it up, guys. Once again, congrats to Psionic Aftermath for winning the ATL America's Amateur Championship. And this is your friendly neighborhood casting duel signing out.